Hi, I'm Karen.
I am Marie, and we are both gardeners here at Common Point. Today is very special because usually Corinne is behind the camera, and I invited her in front of the camera because Corinne is also a gardener, and I think that she should also be gardening and show you how to do things. Today is a D-Day for tomatoes because today we are going to
Plant them.
and guess who's going to do it?
Me.
So Corinne is going to demonstrate how to plant tomatoes. This is in the garden. This is the first time that she's going to do it, but I taught her, she is a wonderful student, is going to show you how to do it. Okay, so let's do this.
Let's do it.
Corinne, today is your first tomato planting.
Yep.
And can you tell us what we're going to use today?
Well, today we're going to use a shovel, a honey drop tomato, bat guano, and some straw for mulch. The size of my hole is going to be the exact size of my pots.
Okay, great.
First, I'm going to start digging the hole.
Oh, something that we need to tell our friends is that the soil needs to be very wet. Before you dig the hole, you actually watered. You watered the soil.
Oh yes, I watered.
Fully, and you also watered the plant, maybe an hour before.
That's good enough. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a perfect fit. So I'm going to water the hole.
Yeah. And we need a nice cream at the bottom.
I'm going to mix that a little bit so it's
Nice and
a nice little
muddy paste.
Little muddy paste.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to carefully
High enough.
lift the bottom of the pot off. Carefully flip it back around, don't mess up the leaves. And then you slowly and carefully remove the soil. Because you don't want to damage the roots. There we go, that's nice. Make sure you remove some of the leaves on the bottom of the stems. So here's one. And here's two.
Yeah,
there we go.
The entire stem, as much as the stem inside the soil.
We need to cover all the stem here. So I'm going to hold on to this stem here.
Sometimes it's a
difficult.
two-person job. Go ahead.
I'm going to carefully fill the hole.
Yeah, you have to be still
pinching
careful.
down. Pinch the edges. A little bit more soil.
Sometimes this can be a two-person job.
Sure can.
Yeah, unless you have 3 or 4 hands.
Now it's time for fertilizer.
Okay. Time for the fertilizer. I just want to say a few things about the fertilizer. So it's a brand that I like. It's totally advertising because it's
I recommend you use a spoon so you don't use too much. Go. Yeah, that should be enough. I'm going to add a little bit more water. Most important thing about watering plants, especially tomatoes, is you do not water the leaves. Now we're going to add straw around the top. Not only does it keep the soil nice and moist, but when it rains, it keeps the water and soil from splashing up onto the leaves. So we're gonna take the mulch, the straw, and we're gonna just put it around the plant.
We can put a nice layer, I would say half an inch to an inch.
About half an inch to an inch. And
Tell
the
us
very
what this is.
last step is the cage. You put this cage over the tomatoes to help keep it stable when it grows. We're going to need garden staples. To secure this cage, you're gonna want to hold it in place because if the wind blows, it's gonna fly off somewhere, and you really don't want to be seen chasing a cage down the street. It's gonna be kind of awkward. There we go. And now for the nice and snug, good. Now for the final step, you will need a label, because if you don't put a label down, you're gonna forget what you planted and you're gonna forget what's there.
Now, a little word about the cages. You may think, well, this tomato doesn't need a cage. You don't want to wait until the tomato actually needs a cage to try to put it on, because it's going to be very, very difficult. So you want to put it as early as possible, so it's going to nicely grow inside the cage, rather than wait until it's tall and try to put the cage around the tomato. Believe me, I made the mistake a couple of times. And I think this is it, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. How do you feel about this?
Awesome. I can't wait to plant more.
Yes. So actually, we have plenty more to plant, and I hope that you plant all your tomatoes. One thing, because we're shooting and because it took us forever to set up everything, it's a little late now. It's kind of hot. It's in full sun. I would suggest that to transplant your tomatoes, either you do it in the evening when the sun is not really shining directly in your garden, or very early in the morning when the sun is not up, or on a cloudy day.
Awesome.
So, Corinne, how did you feel about planting your first tomato?
Well, I had lots of fun, and I cannot wait to see how big they get later in the year.
Good. And when they get bigger later in the year, we'll have part 5. We will look at what happens when the tomato starts blooming. Okay, I think we both had a lot of fun.
Oh yes, we totally did.
Okay, good.